All right, we've got the 2.5. We're just gonna get in here. And if you're just joining, I am unpacking the Cobra, the Anycubic S1, Anycubic Cobra S1 combo today. So they say I can set this up in like 15 minutes or so. We'll see how well that goes. All right, so all right. I'm gonna do this real quick. Cool. I'm still new to streaming live. Not something I do too often, so I kind of just want to have it going. So I want to make sure I'm doing it, because otherwise this is awkward. I'm just kind of talking to myself. But yeah, let's finish taking this apart. So it says remove these keys. Open our printer cover. Use the Allen key to remove after take out through the top. Okay. So I gotta say, it is really well packaged. Like, there is. It's a really good package job. Oh, that is a lot lighter than I expected. Right. I mean, so far we're not crazy amount. All right, and I mean, everything's just so well packaged. This is really nice. I don't think I have to worry about any. Nope, I'm not gonna cut anything just yet. I'm gonna follow. I'm gonna RTFM. I'm gonna read the manual. Okay, so I took out the Ace Pro, take out the accessory box, sliding it through the top. All right, there's the accessories box. And now we're just gonna take out the foam. And I gotta say, like, this is, you know what? I wonder if the second camera will work well. Maybe not. I was hoping to have the, let's see, can I get it activated? Oh, no, I can't. Okay, that's right, I unplugged that camera. So, here, we're actually gonna plug it back in because this would be really useful to have right now. I thought it would be cleaner to have it not plugged in. Shows what I know. All right, let's go. Can we go overhead? And maybe? Oh, beautiful. All right, so yeah, it's actually pretty well packaged. This is, like, you can kind of see Hmm. You can kind of see the other package stuff over here, all nice. Still figuring out how to do this live. Kind of interesting sometimes, but yeah, let's go back to, yeah, there we go. Get this out of the way. All right, so screen down. Remove the poop chute. There we go. And all right, bottom inside the printer, there's 4 screws we got remove. So we'll do that real quick. Hey, look, I'm gonna bring the camera back in, I guess. Yeah, so there's just 4 screws down here. We're gonna have to take these out. And I love that there's actually like little arrows of all the places like, hey, look, don't miss this. And of course, instructions are nice because it says exactly what we need. And I'm glad that they put the AMS inside the printer because it's just one less package. One less package to worry about getting destroyed or shipped to the wrong place or whatever. Right, and it does say they will not remove all the way, but that's okay. As long as they come loose, it's good. I do have a few files I'm planning on already printing. I went through, I got the slicer, and I'm hoping it will just be as easy as literally loading it up and hitting print. Like that would be absolutely amazing. If this printer worked that easily, oh, that would be beautiful. But you know, I just had a thought. And this is what ADHD brain is like. See if I can get my phone real quick. Because I have a whole group of people that are nerds like me, and I love that community because they're a bunch of 3D printers as well. And so, of course, I'm going to invite them because someone will eventually chime in and go, hey, you're doing it wrong. And you know what? If I am, I'm okay with that. I'm here to learn. I know I'm not perfect. What is... Hey, there we go. I know I'm not perfect. I know I've always got something to learn, so I don't mind. Plus, it wouldn't be really ADHD body doubling if I didn't have a little bit of, well, a little bit of ADHD kick in. All right? But yeah, there we go. All right, now that that's done, oh well. Now that that's done, I can get back to what I was doing. Hey, it's like a little brain break, but you know, not. Full body weight overlay, yeah, there we go. Now, what got me excited for this one was really just the price. And yeah, if you get it on pre-order, it's better, but there's so many sales. And if you're on eBay, if you buy stuff on eBay, there's people posting constantly about like, every once in a while, you'll see this random deal like, you know, it's President's Day weekend, so 20% off whatever you buy. And then, of course, Anycubic will eventually catch the sale and they'll realize, oh, we're selling it for, I think the lowest I saw was like $4.49 when the pre-order price is $5.49. So awesome. Let's get this out of here. I'm stuck. Like the build plate was catching onto a little plastic here. So we're gonna just put this aside in case we need it for whatever reason. But yeah, we've got a little spring plate. I love that it actually says, let's go to overhead. I love that it actually says down here, used for PLA, ABS, PETG, and ASA. And this is like a little rougher plate, so that is really nice. And I always love when they have these little notches, so you always get it aligned perfectly. Now we do have a couple more heads, and I'm gonna read the instruction manual for this because, yeah, why not? Let's actually read the instructions. And when you're playing with a printer like this, it helps. All right. Cool, so there's a little camera, spool holder, all sorts of stuff. All right, so Ace Pro, avoid using it with TPU, TPE, and absorbent PVA. Nothing too brittle, nothing too hard. Use external spool holder to print those filaments. All right, that makes sense. I mean, anytime, I think even like bamboos, even Bamboo doesn't recommend using TPA in their AMS. Yeah, it's the AMS for Bamboo. Just because it's hard to, I mean, the best analogy I've put it is, imagine pushing a piece of spaghetti through a straw. That works. Pulling it through a straw, that works. But pushing a rubber band through a straw doesn't work so well. And that's kind of what the AMS units do, is the motor is built into the unit and it pushes it through a Bowden tube setup, essentially a Bowden tube setup, until it gets to the print head. So yeah, kind of makes sense. And hey, if anyone's more technical out there, please let me know in the chat box. Like I said, I don't mind learning new things. So we've done that. Unlock the print head. Okay, so take the plastic out. Now we get to cut open, well, not cut open, but we get to cut this piece off. And you know what? I do have actually snips that I should be using. I've got diagonal cutters that would be much better suited for that task. But for right now, it works. I didn't break anything. All right, we are not going to install the spool holder because we've got this one. We're going to install the Ace Pro instead. And did I skip this? Oops, if I did. All right, printer cover, bottom out, bottom, unlock. Oh, unlock hotbed. Yeah, look at that. So it even says unlock the print head, now unlock the hotbed. So we're gonna get these nifty little arrows and we're gonna follow the instructions now. And I do actually have, I don't need to use the little hex keys they provided. I didn't think about it. I've actually got my toolkit around here, actually in that drawer, but I feel like I've committed enough, so we're gonna just keep using this. Because I'm stubborn like that. I know. I'm terrible. All right, fish it out. Where'd it go? There we go. And last one. Again, I love that they marked them so nice and well. All right, maybe I should have gotten it. My laziness has not been good right now. All right, cool. So there are 3 more screws. All right, it looks like we are all good. Let's set up the Ace Pro. We're gonna move this out of the way. Move this camera out of the way now. Kind of one of those that doesn't like taking plastic film off stuff, but in this case, wait, hold on, hold up. Oh wait, is it gonna, let's do it. All right, let's see. Just slide this over. All right, I'm inviting you to peel this with me. Ooh. There we go. All right. So Ace Pro. Oh wait, there's more on the on the sides. There's that. Beautiful. All right, and let's open this up. Got a little toggle here. All right, and we got all our goodies. So we got the Bowden tubes. We got a little bit of PLA, a little sample, and there's our Ace Pro looking pretty. All right, so let's install this. And is there a, there's gotta be out of the way. All right, this one I'm not gonna show you guys a peel video of because it is what it is. I mean, oh, although that was double wrapped. I'm gonna plug my phone in real quick because I realize my phone is dying. And here I am just blathering away. La 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 la. Oh yeah, I'm mic'd up. Oops. Oh well. All right, we'll just hop in there. That's fine. Let's throw this back on. And then the thing I want to know is, I'm going to turn it around. don't worry, that was an intentional drop. That wasn't something important. All right, place the Ace Pro on top. I grabbed everything out of there. I'll grab this piece of foam as well. All right, place it on top. I mean, that slightly concerns me that it just lays on top of the plexiglass. Like I may print something that goes the entire span and holds it in the center, so any shaking, I mean, okay. That feels pretty sturdy. I'm not gonna worry about that too much. Wow, those connectors are really tiny. But anyway, let's set this up. So place it on top, insert the 4-pin, and insert the 6-pin. I'm assuming it's in here. Yep, there we go. All right, power cord. Oh, we got the hub. What is this? Oh, this is a spool holder. So normally a spool holder would go like right there, right in the back. So if you're printing with TPU, that's where you're gonna go, is right there, and then it just goes right into the machine. That makes sense. Right, another power cord for that. And then, oh, and then we've got the, I know sometimes spelling is not the best, so I'm not gonna ding him for it, but, oh, just above. I love this. It's activated carbon for air filtering, not even activated. So, should I be a little concerned about that? It is whatever. All right, I'm gonna put that out of the way. All right, we'll save that for later. We got a little quality control sticker. Cool. So where's that? I'm throwing stuff. I even throw. Oh, it's a little tube holders. Okay. And I did have my K1 Max on the space behind me. For testing purposes, I'm going to have this behind me just so I can keep an eye on it. K1 Max has proven to be a very reliable machine. Probably one of my favorites of the 11 that I have, I guess. So yeah, definitely love my K1 Max. But for multicolor, I'm hoping this one works well. We'll see. All right, insert the 4, got the 6, and then what is this? Use 2 screws to fit the filament hub. All right, so we've got 2 screws around here we're looking for. Right, oh, okay. Oh, and conveniently they're marked, so like for spool holder, for filament hub. That makes life so much easier. So much easier. All right. But that doesn't. So it looks like I need the smaller one. Here, you know what? I'm gonna clean some of this up. We've got this large box. Let's use it as a trash can. Because sometimes my mind feels like this. Like I've got all this clutter and I'm always trying to get better about keeping my life organized, or at least making it look like it's organized. So I have a filament hub here. It's right in front of me. All right. So it wants this to go downward. All right. And we're just gonna get that right in. Now, my big concern whenever I do live anything is I'm sure someone will see something dumb that I'm doing and they'll be like, Rob, why aren't you wearing a electrostatic or fireproof suit or something? Because I'm learning. I'm normal. I'm figuring stuff out as we go along. Like, whatever. So, yeah, I'm not going to over-tighten that. Let's insert that in. All right, it's a good fit. I'm not worrying about that coming out. Grab the 4 tubes. And that is nice that they gave us test filament. And we've also got a little USB. I don't even know what size this is. I'm gonna say it's probably like megabytes, maybe a couple gigabytes, because you know, like you can buy an 8 gigabyte stick for $5 right now. So, is there a method to this madness? All right. Insert all 4 Teflon tubes into the hub. We can do that. And now it's going to tell me something wonky to do. 1, 2, 3, and 4. All right, those are all securely in there. That is securely in there. And then remove the blue clips. So I know with these, they have like a buffer built in. So they actually move. That was not a bad noise. Let's see, can I? We'll do this. So, okay, there we go. So these actually like come out and the filament gets pushed in like through a buffer. So that's pretty cool because you're not going to worry about like snagging. I mean, you are, but at least they'll provide a little extra filament without just like catching and destroying your print. But anyway, getting this out of the way again. It's actually a nice little swivel arm action that I've got going here. So I've got to remove these little blue clips. Shouldn't be hard, but that's famous last words. All right. There's 1. 2. 3. And 4. All right. Now, do they actually have a method to this madness? All right, so I'm gonna try and follow the wiring diagram here. Gotta be honest, it's not as clear as I was thinking it might be. So, yeah, I mean, okay. I really wish they had a better diagram. Like, I'll share it with you guys. Hey, Subton. Oh, no. So, someone chiming in on the chat, he's awesome. He's on the Amelin, the Discord. And I enjoy chatting with him. He's a really cool guy. But no, look at this. Look at, like, this diagram. Like, what information can I gather from that? Like, if they would have said something about, okay, connect port 1 to the bottom left or port 2 to the bottom right, been so much more useful. Instead, I got this madness. So we're gonna try and figure this out nonetheless, but I might just take a second. So going up. Okay, just shove. Come on, get in there. There we go. All right. We're just making something happen. So all right, one down, the others to go. Awesome. You know what, I'm gonna hold it out with one set of fingers, push the clip in. Yeah. All right, number 2 looks like it goes. Okay, I'm gonna skip number 2. Number 3 and 4 look like they should be here. Because number 2 is gonna be like this top right one, which I already have plugged in. Never mind, that totally doesn't matter. The filament hub's already plugged in. It would not change anything. Yeah, it's kind of like IKEA assembly instructions, because it's like, oh look, pretty pictures. Could you tell me some words instead? I mean, just like IKEA, probably like bamboo, doesn't really matter which goes where. You know, that's probably a good point. That's actually a really good point, because all of them will eventually shoot up through here, and then it'll get. This is why I like other people correcting me, or just chiming in, because that makes so much more sense. Okay, so yeah. And see, this is why I learn from other people, because there are people definitely smarter out there than me. But yeah, you're right. It's not like it's going from here. Wait, so then does that mean... Okay, so is this a... I'm pretty sure this is a direct drive. It's direct drive at the print head. So it's like an extruder that pushes the filament through here, and then it pushes up through here, gets into the direct drive, and then once the direct drive engages, the extruder motor disengages here, or just like synchronized, I guess. Which they probably both work, because it's got those buffers. I've had way too much coffee. Can you guys tell? Come on. Last one. Nope. Nope. Oh. Like right on the edge of the table. Yeah, that's probably not the best for me to pull out the buffers like that, but correct. AMS would no longer put. Okay, cool. So it pushes out till it gets to the hub, gets it to the motor, and then motor takes over. Cool. I love learning new stuff every day. I mean, it makes sense logically. All right, take the activated charcoal out. Sorry, not the activated, the activate carbon for air filtering. Now, if I die, blame the fumes. All right. Oh, wait, we're gonna do one more here. Let's do it. Oh, let's see. where are we at? Okay. Terrible, awkward angles, but that's me. I'm awkward. All right, there's peel one. And then double bonus, inside, second peel. And now my arm hair is getting all furry. Once I get so low in filament, that 2 motors will be, yeah. Although for this one, so I don't know if Bamboo has it. This one has it where you can put like multiple colors or multiple rolls of the same filament in. And so like it'll automatically swap, so I don't have to run out. I don't know if there's a filament sensor in there or if it's in the machine itself. But oh yeah, so this peeling the cling film off definitely, which is ironic because some of my machines like I'll show you guys. K1 Max still has the plastic on there on all the sides actually. So yeah, I never took it off for whatever reason. I didn't. I mean, maybe one of these days I'll do a peel on all the electronics I've not taken off. But let's get that carbon filter in here. Yeah, that's right, I sniffed it. Because I'm curious if, like, how effective it actually is. And how well it fits in here. Hello! Although, it looks like it blocks it off pretty well. I mean, that's like, I kind of wish it was flat and like packaged nicely, so it would just like slide right in instead of just like smushing in there, hoping you get, especially if you're printing with ABS. Like, I'm sure there's probably someone that's going to make a better version of that, and just something slides in. There's probably already a third party that is working on something like that. But yeah. You still have the film on the thermostat in your hallway. I mean, one, that's not a... Do I have the... No, I don't have the film on my thermostat because I've got children that run around, and my youngest figured out like he can roll his little balance bike up to the wall, and then I came home the other day and it was just super hot, like very hot inside, and I realized like, oh, he got up there and because it's one of those spin ones, and he spun it, and the house was being heated to 90. I was like, ha ha ha, well, there goes my energy bill. So of course now I've got a lock on it, thankfully. But how do I want to do this? I got the 2 power cords. I'm gonna plug in the power cords real quick. They're probably the same length. We'll see. They're probably the same length. Although I did get, so I'm one of those guys that believes, like, you know, ask what's the worst that could happen. They say no. And there was a Facebook Marketplace posting, because I had been looking for like a shelf unit or something, and someone was giving away a free table. I was like, oh, that's pretty cool. But they had a 3D printer, like an old school Creality CR10 on top of it. And I don't know what came over me. I just kind of jokingly said like, hey, is the 3D printer free too? And of course, heard nothing back, right? And I was like, whatever. I knew it was a long shot. It wasn't gonna happen. The following day, I get a message back, and she goes, hey, sorry, boyfriend said it's not for sale. Sorry. 10 minutes later, I get a message. hey, he actually said for 10 bucks you can have it. And I went, okay, I mean, I've got I've got a class that I'm putting together. It's a STEM class. We've been piloting it. I've been thinking about like, okay, I could definitely I could definitely give away some of my older printers. Like I've got Ender Ender 3s, like the original and the V2 and forget what other combos I have. But I've got older ones I can donate to the school, no big deal. And then they come back, ghosted me for like, I don't know, 4 hours. I thought, it's not gonna happen. 3D printer for 10 bucks. And this is why I don't start telling stories because I'll never get done. But got back to me. Here's the address. Just come pick it up. You can have it for free. I showed up. It was like a 20-something minute drive in peak traffic time. I showed up. The guy gives me the printer, bunch of tools, and filament. I was just like, what's the worst that could happen? I got free printer, free filament, fired up. It works. Needed to be calibrated, needed to be cleaned because yeah, it was definitely dusty, but it worked just fine. No issues. It was amazing. It was amazing. Wow. You know what? Speaking of which, long shots. This Snapmaker. Snapmaker. That's all I'm gonna say. Now, I did not think this through. Okay, we're gonna go gently, gently, gently. All right. Now, the one dumb thing I absolutely don't like about this, besides the fact that I forgot to plug in the filament hub. Okay, there we go. So power for. Did I accidentally push a button? I got really loud. All right, that looks better. Sorry, I saw my little yellow thing peaking for decibels. I went. I hope I didn't just blow out someone's speakers. Maybe like he probably got tired of printing dragons. Now my one complaint so far is the power cord is like probably 3.5, 4 feet. The plug for the printer is down here. For the Ace Pro, it's up here. So it's kind of just like a weird design choice. Like I'm sure there was a reason, but weird design nonetheless. And fortunately I have this, I don't even remember who gave it to me, but it's like a 12, 15 foot power cord. So when I'm doing stuff like this, I have one and it's specifically long enough and I know it can handle the power. It's alive. You know what? Oh, wait, I should do a power up shot. Power up. Let's see. Can I do a power up? I need like a little wireless handheld. But let's see. Oh, that's upside down. How do I do this vertically? Transform. Flip and flip. Where is it? Beautiful. Yeah, there's all the fun little projects, but can we zoom in? Let's zoom in. Perfect. Yeah, there's my messy office. It's okay. Everything looks clean and organized. It's fine. All right, let's set everything up. Uh-oh. Yeah, that works beautifully. All right, let's go through a setup. Wait, one last peel. Stay out of my camera way. All right, pass for time. All right, Wi-Fi is confirmed. I don't have the app yet. Where is this thing? Yeah, definitely, definitely gonna be venting. And it is perfect placement too. If it opened. No, that would be terrible. I mean, get noxious fumes. Um, but yeah, no, I'm not one to print with ASA ABS too often, but honestly, for that material, all right, it's moving, it's doing stuff. For that material, I probably trust the Anycubic a little bit more. Yeah, I probably trust the Anycubic a little bit more. What am I saying? The Creality a little bit more. Just because that one I've got like a little printed duct, and I've got an air purifier that kind of works a little better. So it's like a positive airflow. I'm sure someone will come up with something for this. Oh, it's doing a self-test. Ooh, self-test. I know, right? Come on, open. Ho ho ho. I want to touch it, but I know I have to leave it alone. This is so exciting. This is exciting for me. Like, it's gonna take forever. You know, one thing I don't know for this is okay. I love this. It says it's about to start resonance compensation. Please place the printer smoothly and avoid any other sorts of assonance. Like, come on, guys. Grammarly is. We're leaving it alone. Grammarly is not that expensive. Like, you would think someone would just spell check that or just ask someone, like, hey, would you mind just reading our stuff and double check? Wait a minute. Yeah, I'm looking at my. I just bought a new Logitech 4K Pro. I'm gonna stay quiet. Can you hear it? That's getting loud. That's like a jet engine revving up. Like, I know, okay, the K1 does it too, so it's not unexpected. But still, 10 minutes for all the tests, that's about normal. Now I'm thinking, what What colors do I want print in? I've got a bunch of PETG. I've got some orange overture that would look great. Got some white stuff. Got some, I don't know. My goodness. I just want to touch it. I want to see how much it's like vibrating the whole table. It just, it's like Frankenstein's monster. Yeah, Frankenstein's monster, because Frankenstein was the doctor. Initial startup for what, A1 and Mini was 10 minutes. Okay. Hey, Amelin, thanks for joining us. Always exciting. You know what? We're going to use Amelin because I love their Discord, and I've got, where is it? Oh. All right. Since you guys hooked me up with this, I do want to say I'm not sponsored by them, but let's go shiny green. Shiny green glow in the dark. So now the question is, what do I print first? Oh wait, it's preheating. Right. Recommendations. What should I print? Shiny green glow in the dark. You know what? Whatever they included on the USB, that's what I'm printing. Watch, it's gonna be a Benchy. It has to be a Benchy. And you know the best part? Okay, so my son absolutely loves Benchies. I almost put it on there. No, do not. So I've been making like bat toys, and he absolutely loves these. So glow in the dark would be perfect. Only question. Does glow in the dark need a hardened nozzle? Do you guys know? I'm gonna ask the Discord real quick, because that would be the only thing, is I don't have a hardened nozzle. Oh. All right, we're pulling out research time. Oh, never mind. Harden is preferred, not required. Cool. Well, in that case, I mean, okay, printing a Benchy is not going to be the worst. It's not going to be the worst thing to print out a Benchy with a non-hardened nozzle, if that's the case. But let's see. This has been the longest 10 minutes. We're almost there. We're like 90% there. I'm definitely not sniffing the filament. smells really good. I mean, I definitely did not sniff it. Nobody saw that. So, I'm excited for this. Oh, I love that it's actually marked. Right. Oh, it's like watching cookies. Like, you know they're in the oven, everything's warming up, everything's getting baked, but at the same time, you can't touch it. Ah, we're done. We are done. All right. Let's load in our materials. I'm gonna zoom in just because I can. Zoom. Oh, that's a over-the-top zoom. You'd think for 4K it would be a little bit better, but that's okay. I do everything on the fly. Can you guys tell? Oh, wait, I should. All right, I know I've got a pan. Nope, wrong way. And tilt. Ho, 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 there we go. Yeah, I have the production value of like a third-rate Bollywood company. But hey, that's what happens when you're live and unsupervised. What did I just do with my snippers? I definitely did not put that piece in my mouth for any reason. Come on. There we go. It's going. That's number one. All right, number one, material. This is exciting. Guys, this is super exciting. S1 versus X1C, which one's better? Whew. You know, I can't really give a fair assessment of that yet. I'm not a Bamboo Labs fan. Like, I'm not going to say I've had a ton of experience with either one because that's simply just not true. That's a really good question. As of right now, I'm going to say X1C because regardless what you think about them locking down their system, going to proprietary software, and all that. Uh-oh. Quick thing, what kind of material is this? Is this the dark? They don't have a glow-in-the-dark setting. So do I treat it as... Okay, glow-in-the-dark filament. What do I treat it as? Like PLA, PETG? I mean, I know it's harder. It says printing temp, what, 210? Bed temp 30 to 65, 210 to 230. Oh, glow-in-the-dark PLA. Read the thingamajig. Okay. Okay, let's see. Oh, they actually have like cool. Nope, we're going benchy. Okay, this is exciting. Um, yeah, I, I read the. I read the name afterwards. That's glow in the dark PLA. All I saw was shiny glow in the dark, shiny green glow in the dark. So, um, we're gonna see. But thank you guys for chiming in. I wish I would have read that before I looked like a fool. But it's warming up. Let's see. All right, so it's leveling, or it says it's leveling anyway. We're doing standard speed. I'm printing it at 220. It should work. We'll see. I really want to give you guys a better view though. I want like a little, I need a little stand. You know what? Hold up. I'm gonna use my brain. Oh, let's see if this works. Because I have, what? Because I have my microphone stand for when I stream other things. Okay. We're gonna tighten this. We're gonna tighten this. I've got a fair amount of slack there. Let's see if I can. This is gonna be. All right, let's see. How does that look? Oh wow, that's definitely shaky, but let's get into a good position. Like, yeah, I'm still figuring out how to do this live, but oh, thunderstruck. Come on. Oh, there we go. It's weird because like it's reversed on here, so I'm trying to do on the screen and it's backwards. All right. Can I have the door open? I can. All right, let's see this. You know what? If it works just like straight up out of the box, oh, that's gonna blow my mind. I'm gonna go under. I need to take it for the gram. Let's see. Selfie time. By the way, I promise the glare off my head is not usually this bad. Who am I kidding? Yeah, it is. done. There's a reason why my wife says I'm goofy. All right. Well, this is just going to add more. That's true. Most enclosed printers do recommend the door open. That's actually a really good point. So one thing with this, it doesn't have a sensor for like door open, door closed. Because I was looking at an enclosure for the Snap Maker, and it's actually got this like bifold door. I'm gonna change over to whole body for a second. It's got like this, it's enclosed, so it's a long rectangle, and two of the sides open up. So you've got this, I think it's actually a trifold door that opens up, and really smart. I mean, it would actually be like perfect right there instead of that printer, so it'd be like here. But it's got a sensor, so it knows when you open the door. But then again, it's also got a laser that'll burn your retina and a CNC machine that will just put dust everywhere. Oh, it's so close. It's so close. Okay, we're gonna go. Oh. I just want this to, wait, what's it doing? Oh, it's shaking, okay. I was starting to get a little concerned, like, wait a minute, it's not gonna start printing in midair, right? I mean, I know for the K1 Max and the K1, K1C, it's actually got like, oh, that's gonna be terrible. But it's got like risers, so it recommends or raises the glass. All right, come on, baby. Let's go. This is nerve-wracking. I don't know why. It's nerve-wracking. But yeah, I've been meaning to print that for the K1 Max. I'm sure someone will come out with risers for this one as well. I'm really hoping, my goodness, listen to it. That's with the door open, so it's just rattling, you know. But oh, this is like the longest wait. This is absolutely the worst right now. The worst. I just want to print. Like, you know that meme, like, do something. I'm gonna get a stick and just start poking at it. Maybe it'll work. But, I mean, downsides of going live, right? I just realized, hold up. I wish there was like another camera to capture this camera, because we have, there's plastic still on it. Nope, nope, I'm gonna resist. And I would love to know, and maybe one of you guys know this because you know, my Creality printers do this. The Anycubic is doing it, and then I've got another printer that does this where it'll preheat to like 210, 220, wherever I'm at, and then it'll drop back down to 0 after it does all the auto leveling, and then it goes back to 3. Whoa, no. I'm glad I caught that. It shot up to 250 instead of staying at 220 where it's supposed to be. But yeah, I don't get it. Like the hot end temperature itself. Yeah, unscripted. I mean, I think I do better when it's unscripted. Um, I originally opened up, and I'm actually glad that it wasn't streaming at the time. It was just recording, because well, okay, it's bad because I had the entire big box here and it didn't capture the whole thing. I'm gonna shut up now. Come on, baby. It's going. We're so close, I can feel it. What is it? Wait a minute. Okay, that was strange. There's like... Actually... Okay. No, we're good. I thought I gouged the bed. For a second, I was thinking it really just took a chunk out of the bed. But it doesn't look like it did, so we're good. What is going on? Come on. This is excruciating. This is nerve-wracking. I gotta be honest, this is a little nerve-wracking right now. And I do want to be fair to Anycubic. This is like straight out of the box. I didn't update the firmware, and considering that this is a pre-order, like this is a pre-order, so if there was any fixes, I'll probably have to do a follow-up, just if there were firmware fixes. I know, it never, nah. Okay, that's crazy fast. Yeah, unfortunately I know the oils from hands can kill adhesion. But I really thought it just like gouged out a chunk of the print plate, and so that got me a little concerned. But as far as first layer adhesion, oh, I misread what you had said. I thought first print jitters, watch pot never boils. I misread that as watch print never adheres. I'm gonna do something with that. I think that sounds like a great line. Watch print never adheres. All right. But it looks like we got a great first layer as far as adhesion goes. It's printing at, I don't even know how fast it's printing, but it's going. It says we're 11% there. I'm gonna throw it up on the Discord just to call dibs, I guess. I don't know. And anyone else in the Discord will have no idea what on earth I'm talking about because they're missing out on this stream. Thanks. But okay, it's supposedly a 13-minute benchy. Like, and I think there's a time lapse too. So this will be a great testament to AMOLEN's glow in the dark. Just how easy it is to print. Like I just use generic settings, and like it says there's 10 minutes left. We're 25% of the way there. Like, I'll be honest, I was getting a little nervous. Like, I was getting a little nervous because I've seen so many people posting online, like, oh yeah, I had issues, I had this, I had that, my hot end melted, all sorts of things. So I was honestly even a little nervous to do this live. But, like, out of the box, like you guys literally saw me unbox it, put it together, hit print. Now, okay, this is the base, but like first layer, looks like it's fully adhered. I don't even know how fast the speed is. It didn't give me a speed setting, it just says standard. And I don't want to jinx it. I do not want to speed it up and say, you know, full send. I don't want to touch anything. But like, the Ace Pro is doing its job. I'm gonna close the door for a second. I'm curious. Like, that's surprisingly quiet. I wish I had like a decibel meter, because you know, it's not even the printer that's really making the noise. It sounds like it's the Ace Pro that's really making more of the noise. Whoa. All right, and I thought I would jinx something as I'm talking about this, because for whatever reason, and it's probably a firmware thing, I'm gonna give it some grace, firmware, but the temp just shot up from 220 to 240, but it doesn't look like it affected anything really. So like, we're halfway there. With that initial calibration, most noise will come from the fans themselves. I mean, that's true. And the nice thing about this is it's actually, like, the sides are enclosed. It's just the front and the top that are polycarbonate, I think it's polycarbonate is what it said. But it's pretty quiet when I closed it. And yeah, I do need to actually tune the fans, and yeah, I'll calibrate it and do a bunch of the other stuff. Wait, why is oh, hold on. Wait a minute. Focus. No, we're not auto-focusing anymore. Let's... Oh, why didn't anyone tell me the focus was like terrible on this? Yeah, PLA is normally safe. This one, the glow in the dark, said 210 to 230, so I kind of want to play in the safe and just do 220. Because I've got other PLA that's like 190. All right. Yeah, I think the light on the print head is probably blowing out the focus, so I just had to, I manually focused it. Plus, this one's just a, like, yes, it's a nice Logitech webcam, but, oh, you know what? That kind of helps. Yeah, I guess turning off, but for the sake of the time lapse, I should leave it. Because it's supposed to be doing a time lapse. It's 67% of the way there with 4 minutes left. And man, I'm excited. Like, this is almost the thrill of when I got my first 3D printer, which, okay, granted, it was an Ender 3 V2. I picked up secondhand. I showed up, and I had offered the guy like 50 bucks or something. I showed up, and the guy reeked of weed, and I was like, cool, 50 bucks, whatever, that's awesome. And super knowledgeable guy, like, knew exactly what he was talking about, but he went, you might have to calibrate it yourself. You know, it's kind of just been sitting, you might need to recalibrate it. So with Ender 3, not knowing what I was doing and just kind of figured it out. Yeah, that was my first pain, but seeing that first print, coincidentally enough, a Benchy, this is that same thrill, that same excitement, and I am just over the moon right now. Now, I do want to mention, like, it's shaking my entire desk. It is starting to slow down. It's nearing the top. We're at 78%. We've got 3 minutes left. I do still have that first Benchy, actually. You know what? That first Benchy has survived the test of time because my son still plays with it. It was like blue PLA. I think it was like 50% infill or something, just because I didn't know what to expect. And I figured, yeah, 50%, it's fine. But yeah, my son still plays with that first Benchy I ever made. And okay, with my hyperfixation on stuff, I never expected that I would be so into 3D printing. And now we're piloting a STEM class. It's gonna go full effect next year for 6th, 7th, and 8th graders. I'm teaching that. And the cool thing is, so I use Onshape, and I reached out. They gave me a free educator license. I was like, that's amazing. So we went through a a very basic, like, here's how you use Onshape, here's how you extrude stuff, here's how basics work, right? And I'm seeing some of these kids that are like I know they're not just going to the public and pulling it because you can track that kind of record, like who created it and their steps, but actually just seeing them, like that light bulb click and like them creating stuff. Like we're just making keychains right now with their names, so they have to, you know, make all sorts of shapes and extract stuff. But it gets me all choked up inside. Like it's so sweet because they're excited about it, and I see them after outside of school settings too, and like some of their parents know my wife because she's a teacher at the same school we're piloting this program for, and they're like, oh, so and so is so excited about this, or like, I don't know, it's exciting. It's exciting to get kids into something like this. And we are 92%, a minute left. This is just hey, even look at this buffer tube system. Oh yeah, it's got like a good ½ inch of extra filament. But I do notice, now one thing, because it's not just going to be all perfect, I do notice that there is, and we got 15 seconds. I'm not going to move the webcam. I'm not going to touch anything. This is cool. That's it. That's a... Okay, get out of the way. Come on, shoot. Shoot, printer head. I'm kind of hoping it parks it in the back. Awesome. That's his final resting place, maybe? Call it good? Okay, that was a... I'm not going to touch anything until it tells me I can touch. Oh, and so real quick, I'm just going to show you guys. It is like pushing, it's pushing the filament back onto the spool. Kind of cool. The downside I wanted to talk about though is right there, because of these little veins, the filament was kind of dragging. So I don't know if that's, like, it's kind of getting caught up. And I don't know if that's like a design feature, flaw, if I'm using it wrong. But I don't know. I feel like it could have been a little bit more, a little bit wider. Or maybe it's just that. All right, all together, print time. That's not gonna work to show you guys the print time, maybe? All right, print time, 18 minutes, 42 seconds. Like, that's awesome. Oh, and it peeled off so beautifully. So let's take a look at this. I'm gonna move this camera back to its spot. We'll do like a fast style. This is what it looks like. I don't know, review, I guess. Hopefully that's not just like a... All right, let's move this overhead. We'll get this out of the way. I try and keep clean and organized. And let's turn on turn the brightness down just a little and focus. Come on, focus. So, like, there's some, I don't know if it's the filament or if it's the print or what. It might be the print, because that actually it's, let me center this. You might be able to see like there's seams, but it's so smooth. Like it is, like it's not perfect. I'm not gonna sit here and tell you guys it's perfect, because if you look at, which way does it go? If you look up here, yeah, it's a little weird and wonky. The overhangs are not bad. They're smooth. They're kind of nice. The feel itself, like, what am I realistically expecting from a 12-minute, 14-minute benchy? This is what I expect from a benchy that comes out in 12 minutes. Like, I'm not gonna have perfect expectations for it. So yes, the pipe up here, not the best. The overhangs or the top of the benchy, like there's some obvious, like it's not perfectly square. There's a couple of places overshot. Hold on one second. Let's see this. I'm gonna do this. Up, down, left. How even is this? Yeah, it is a little transparent because you're right. That's probably the infill because it is symmetrical on both sides. Let's see what this looks like in the dark. All right. Oh, and the last light turning off. It's actually pretty cool. Like, it's not as shiny since it did just kind of get printed, and I know it, if I had a UV light on me in the office, this would work so much better. Here, we're gonna do this. Make it glow. I wonder if it's the kind that charges up, like direct light will. Yeah, I'm actually super happy with that. My webcam is having a little problem focusing, but that, I'm gonna go turn on my lights, hold on. Why did I stare into the light? I have no idea, don't ask. I don't know half the things I do either, but or better yet, why did I not just the ironic thing is, both my studio lights, they have remotes on the back, so you can take them and you can control the channels separately or together with one remote. I never grab it. I'm a set it and forget it type of guy, and that would have been perfect for this. Just like, ooh, floating ghost boat. Ghost Benchy. But overall, shout out to Amelin. Not a sponsor. Hint, hint, guys. Super happy with the filament because that was just right off the roll. But I'm way more happy with this. Like, hold on. Firmware. I'm curious. Okay, I'm gonna have to play with it, but I'm sure that there's probably a firmware update because I do have the pre-order model. So I'm sure it's gonna probably get some updates, probably work as well. But for out the box, throw filament in and go, I'm blown away. This isn't even a review. This is just me doing whatever because I want to get it unboxed and set up. And I already have the perfect place for it. Although, okay, I was not going crazy. I mean, yeah, I'm very impressed. Now, I do want to point this out. So, I thought this might have been the filament, but it's not. So there's like little black specks in there. And this is one of the reasons I touched the build plate is because I saw something black actually come out. Like, that's why I thought I gauged the build plate. There was like black filament in the tube already. So it actually did, it actually did have black filament or something already in there that pushed out. And that's like part of why I kind of gave it a darker color for the initial layer. So I don't know where this filament came from because I didn't put anything in there, but yeah. Anyway, thanks for joining me. I am gonna wrap it up. I'm blown away. I'm seriously dumbfounded right now how quick that was to set up. I'm fairly certain had it not been for my ADHD and like getting distracted and messaging people on Discord and all this other stuff, I probably would have got that set up in 15, 20 minutes. So box there. Like this whole stream has been what? Hour and a half, hour 45 long. Yeah. But anyway, thanks for joining me. I'm gonna end this video. I'm definitely posting this to the Discord because I'm gonna drop it, and if it lasts any longer with me, it's gonna break it. But thanks for joining me. I'll see you guys next time.